Hello everyone, welcome to the session of Cost and Works Accounting. I, Dr. S.R. Pagare from KJ Somaiya College of Arts, Commerce and Science welcome you to this session of Cost and Works Accounting. In today's session, we will be studying purchase documentation, which is an important part of purchase control. So let's begin with this session. There are many activities connected with purchase of materials. These activities are carried out by different departments of the organization. There is exchange of information and important data between these departments in respect of materials to be purchased. For avoiding ambiguity, it is required to do all correspondence and communication through written documents. Hence, purchase documentation becomes more important procedure in the purchasing function. Transmission of information from one department to another department is done through the specific forms. Each document is prepared by the respective department and copies are given to the concerned departments. Each document has some specific purpose and is used for taking necessary departmental actions. The purchase documentation is concerned with the preparation of the basic documents required to follow the necessary steps involved in purchase procedure, which are as follows. First, bill of material. Second, purchase requisition. Third, request for quotation. Fourth, schedule of quotation. Fifth, purchase officer. Sixth, goods received note. Seventh, material inspection report. Eighth, material debit note. And ninth, invoice. Whenever a new work is to be taken up, we are studying bill of materials, which is the first document. Whenever a new work is to be taken up, the drawing office in consultation with the planning department prepares a complete list of raw materials, spares, component parts, consumable stores, etc. required for the completion of work. This statement is called as bill of material. If the material listed in the bill of material is not available in the store in adequate quantity, the storekeeper will prepare the purchase requisition. The bill of material is usually prepared in quadruplicate, that is 4 copies, for following departments. One for stores, second for production, third for accounts department, and fourth for the retaining office file. This is a format of bill of material wherein job or work order number should be mentioned with proper date. The column should be serial number, description, quantity, specification, remarks, and it should always be signed by minimum 3 people. The first person is the one who prepares bill of material, second person is one who checks the prepared bill of material, and third is the sanctioning authority, that is the head of that planning department. Second important document in purchase documentation is purchase requisition. Request for purchase of material is termed as purchase requisition. It should give clearly and completely all the information that is required for initiation of the purchase procedure. It should always be on the letterhead of the company and contain following essential information: name and exact description of material required, quantity of material required, date on which material is required, the place of delivery of goods after receiving inspection report, signature of the authority initiating the purchase requisition. On the basis of stock levels or bill of material, the storekeeper prepares the purchase requisition form in triplicate. The original copy is sent to purchase department, duplicate copy to the production control department, and the third copy is to be retained in the stores for its reference. This is the format of purchase requisition in which the material required, that is the demanding department's name should be mentioned, the date when material is required should be mentioned, description of material, code number, quantity required, and remarks, that is for specification. These should be the important columns, and it should always be signed by the purchase officer as an acknowledgement. Let's see the distinction between purchase requisition and material requisition. In purchase requisition, purchase of material is initiated through it, while in material requisition is a document which is used to authorize and record the issue of material from stores. A form known as purchase requisition is commonly used as a formal request to the purchasing department to buy materials specified therein, whereas in material requisition, the storekeeper should issue material on the presentation of duly authorized store requisition note. Purchase requisitions are received from various departments in the business organization, whereas material requisition is a key document in virtually all costing systems and serves the purpose of maintaining a record of material issued by the storekeeper. Purchase requisition note is required in purchase procedure, whereas material requisition note is required in stores record. Original copy of purchase requisition note is passed to purchase department, whereas original copy of stores requisition note is passed to the stores department. The third important document is request for quotation. After receiving purchase requisition, purchase department moves to insert quotations from likely suppliers, intimating them about the time and date up to which their offers are acceptable. This is the format of request for quotation, wherein one should mention that the company is interested in purchasing the material and so the supplier should quote the terms and delivery dates. It should always be signed by the purchase manager and the column should be serial number, description, quantity required, delivery date required and the price of the product. Fourth document is schedule of quotation. After expiry of the last date, the quotations are opened and a comparative statement of different quotations are summarized in brief and tabulated in statement known as schedule of quotation. This is the form of schedule of quotation. When all the quotations are opened, the company officials prepare this statement which is known as schedule of quotation. Here name of material, its specification and date when material is required is mentioned. The columns are name of supplier, description of material, quantity, previous price, quoted price, time of delivery, terms of delivery and specifications if any. The same should be signed by the purchasing clerk as well as the purchase manager. After preparing this schedule, the fifth document is purchase order, which is one of the most important documents. A purchase order is a contractual document which authorizes the suppliers to supply the material. The purchase order is also known as supply order. The purchase order is in the form of contractual agreement with the suppliers which binds both the purchaser and the supplier. The purchase department should take utmost care to mention all the relevant things and also the terms and conditions to avoid any legal complications in future. It has to specify the quantity, quality specification of material, rate, discount if any, terms and conditions about the delivery of goods, payment, transportation mode and cost, insurance premium, packaging charges, etc. Therefore, the purchase order is prepared normally on printed form which contains all the terms and conditions clearly. This is the form of purchase order where purchase requisition number, quotation number, purchase order number and date is to be mentioned. Quotation number should be accepted and the terms and conditions such as place of delivery, terms of payment, discount, mode of transport should be mentioned. The purchase order should be signed only by the purchase manager. Once the purchase note is issued, the material is received by the company. So the sixth document arises, material or goods received note. This note is prepared by the receiving clerk in the stores. It is the duty of the storekeeper to see that the note is compulsorily made for the received goods. This note is popularly known as GRN or MRN. This is the format of the GRN and MRN. It should have the information such as purchase order number, delivery note number, goods received note number, and the column should be item number, description and code number, quantity ordered, quantity received, difference, quantity passed by inspection department, rejected by inspection department and the reasons for rejection. MRN or GRN should be signed by minimum 3 people. One, the person who receives it, second, the one who approves it, and third, who checks the material that has been received. The seventh document is material inspection report. After receipt of material, it is the responsibility of the inspection department to check whether it is according to the order or not. Sometimes, laboratory testing is necessary. The report prepared by the inspector in the material inspection department is known as material inspection report, which is of great importance. This is the format of material inspection report. The material inspector has to fill in these columns. It should include GRN number, purchase order number, description, code number, quantity ordered, quantity received and inspected, quantity passed and quantity rejected. If the quantity is rejected, the reasons for the same should be mentioned. The inspector checking the material should sign the document with his signature, initials and date. The eighth document is material debit note. On the basis of the goods received note and the goods inspection report, the purchase department initiates steps for the discrepancies in the material received. In case the invoice sent by the supplier includes the cost of material not received, then the purchase department issues a note called material debit note to the supplier, and the accounting department will be informed to make the payment only for the actual quantity of raw material received. And the ninth and most important document is invoice, which is also known as a bill. An invoice denotes the bill sent by the supplier, stating therein the details of material supplied and the amount payable by him by the purchasing department. It includes all the details of material supplied along with the quantity rate, purchase order number and date, delivery note number and date. A copy of inspection report is also attached to the invoice. So with that, we finish the topic of material purchase documentation. In next session, we will be studying the inventory